We are live. Welcome to Unlimited Freedom. This is Vaughn with Unlimited Freedom. Jumping on a live and just asking the question here. Has anybody been paid yet? Vortic United, CloudFi, uh, both were supposed to pay out today. And I have not been paid by either. Now, this is a first for CloudFi since they updated their deal to withdraw on Sunday, and then supposedly they're paying out in batches, right, on Monday. Okay, but apparently my batch hasn't come in yet. So has yours? Has anybody been paid by CloudFi today? Because I have not. I put in my withdrawal Sunday like I was supposed to, and Vortic United. Okay, now I don't believe this has ever happened before, right? As far as it getting to be around this time on Monday without the payment coming through. So I'm going to look over on CloudFi and see what it is saying. And just let me know, guys, in the chat. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on with your Vortic United or your CloudFi. And some of you guys were in the comments and you wanted to do kind of an update on what I did last night when I went live with the emergency broadcast. And I don't really have any new information other than what I shared with you last night. Uh, so if you guys missed that, make sure that you go back and check that out. It was a live emergency broadcast that we did last night, and we looked at the court documents, right? The cease and desist orders that have now been filed against Jan Gregory, CloudFi, CoinMarketBull, Jensen Robles, and Vortic United, right out of California. Now, this information is brand new, just came out. Hold on, I'm putting in my 2FA. Yeah, so this info is new, just came out, and today is the first payday, right? After that information broke, right? And so I think it's just, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe, but I don't know, guys. Let me go over to my withdrawal log in CloudFi. Yeah, so it says status processing. Okay, so earlier today it said status waiting, right? Now it says status processing. No, oh well, extraordinary TV. Thank you for the revelation, right? Thank you for the insight, right? Thank you for, it's a Ponzi scheme. Oh man, I needed that. Okay, Keaton, Duncan, no payment from Vortic. In 3 Telegram groups about Vortic, and no one has stated that they've been paid either. Okay. Darren hasn't been paid either. You took away my like, Extraordinary TV. Hit the like button again. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Thank you. All right. So, yeah, now it says processing. So I guess I don't know. Now it says something at least. Now let me look at what my Vortic United says. Now this Vortic United is a huge. I've got a lot of packages with Vortic United. So this is like I said, it's just never happened before where they were late like this. Uh, and we consider it late. I mean, technically they've got 48 hours, right? But still, I mean, I put this withdrawal in on the 12th of August, right, at 10:54 AM, okay? And it is still waiting. Usually I get my payments Monday morning from Vortic United, right? So it would have come in this morning. Or it's latest it was like in the afternoon. So so far nothing. We broke down last night everything that's been going on with the I guess the state regulators and the courts and things like that. And we know that a lot of that has to do with Jan Gregory. They were coming after this Jan Gregory guy. And my exhortation was, hey, you need to say something, right? You need to come on and say something about this, right? You have to like share it in your Telegram group or come on and do a Zoom call, right? Or do a video on YouTube. I mean, do something. Don't just do nothing, right? But I didn't really expect, right, for the payment not to come in just because I've gotten used to Vortic United being so timely with their payments. Yeah, man, I've never heard of that either, Keaton. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's going down, but it's definitely hasn't ever been this late before, right? And so you just kind of wonder what's going on. And I just was wondering if anybody else is having the same issue. And it looks like everybody is, right? It looks like nobody's been paid yet. Okay, which is weird, man. It's really weird because normally, I mean, you'd think somebody would have been paid by now, right? Oh, yeah, it's definitely the government. I mean, the government is the ones that release the cease and desist orders, right? They're the ones that's coming after the platforms. If it weren't for that, a lot of these platforms would still be going. Yeah, mine says waiting to. Keaton says someone stated in his Telegram group that they have been in Vortic for 3 weeks and he or she gets paid on Tuesdays. Never heard of that. Yeah. Yeah, so yours has never been later than Monday mornings either. Mine usually comes in Monday mornings or Monday afternoon. Thank you for your videos. We were just using them to break down what's going on with Novatech, that Zion. You're welcome. Well, I mean, we know what's going on with Novatech at the moment, but I don't know what exactly is happening with Vortic United because there's no communication as of right now. And then y- Darren, you reached out to support, so let me know if they get back with you. Do you have a chat open? Are you in the support chat with Vortic? 'Cause I know in the past they've been pretty good about getting with support. You know, if something happens, yeah, okay, no responses yet. Okay, Cash Money, you said VT. Is that Vortic? Paid you at 12 noon Monday, and now they say 48 hours. Well, they've always said 48 hours, right? Hey, who's taking away that like? Hey, don't take away my likes. I got somebody on here pushing the like button, and then you're taking away the like button. That's not going to work. You guys ought to all be pushing the like button, right? Nobody else is on here on YouTube sitting here, Monday evening saying, "Hey, let's go. Let's talk about what's going on." Right? Has anybody gotten paid? Right? Let's do that. Right? So yeah, I mean, you guys ought to be hitting the like button, not taking away my likes. So here's the last message I got from Vortic United, and this was at 7:44 a.m. It just says, "Don't forget the first informational webinar of the week in a little over 2 hours at 11 a.m. Did anybody go to the webinar?" Right? Did anybody go to this webinar that they supposedly had today? Yeah, Monday, August 14th at the following time. It was 11 a.m. in New York City. Let me go ahead and see if they actually did this webinar. I'm going to go to the link here. No, I can't see anything from going to the link. Darren says it's actually scheduled for tomorrow. Oh, okay. That's weird. It says on my Telegram it was scheduled for today, Monday, August 14th. I'll go ahead and check their YouTube channel and see if they put anything up there. Let me get to some of these chats. Okay. So you're saying, okay, hold on now. Cash Money, you said Vortic paid you 12 noon on Monday. Is that what they did in the past? I mean, what I'm asking is, did they pay you today at 12 noon? Or did they used to pay you in the past at 12 noon? And now today they haven't paid yet? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Rue Jacks. Okay. Thank you. Okay, Drew Jacks posted this. It says, "Please be informed that all pending withdrawals which got requested before Sunday night time will be executed at Monday and credited within 48 hours after that." Okay, that was my chat response. Okay. So 48 hours after Monday? Well, that could put it as late as Wednesday. Kenny Cruz, can you withdraw? Well, that's what I'm talking about. I've got I've got the withdrawal in. I put the withdrawal in on Friday. So normally I would put a withdrawal in on Friday and then that withdrawal would hit on Monday. Okay. And now it looks like somebody wrote to Cash Money and to this Carolyn person that all pending withdrawals will be executed at Monday. Okay. And credited within 48 hours after that with the smiley face. Who put a smiley face in there? Cash Money, I'm getting scared. Darren, it's actually scheduled for tomorrow if you look deeper. Me too, but the email said tomorrow. Okay, yes, didn't get paid yet for Cash Money. Kenny Cruz, Washington, D.C. courts suck. Kenny Cruz, government doesn't want to give you freedom. That's their plan. Cash Money, they told me the same thing. Darren Deek, Saturday morning for me. This is when you put in your request. All right, let me check something here. Let me see if I can find the Vortic United YouTube channel. See if they have anything on there. Nothing. Nada. Okay, this person is they put in a withdrawal for 29K, but they just put in that withdrawal today, so there's no way they're gonna get that today. CloudFi just says processing. I mean, at least support got back to you, that's good. Finance stuff, we don't know yet. There were 3 cease and desist orders that just went out. One was for CoinMarketBull, the other one was for, CloudFi, and the third one was for Vortic United. Now I am now CoinMarketBull, I they haven't paid for a while, right? Uh, so I was, I think CoinMarketBull already rugged a while ago. But CloudFi, I have money in CloudFi, and I put in a withdrawal on Sunday. I've been waiting for that all day, nothing. And then I put in a withdrawal for Vortic United on Friday, right? Which I've been waiting for that as well. And apparently, I'm not the only one because I did this live broadcast just now, and other people are jumping on here saying, "Hey, they haven't been paid yet either." Right now, usually I always get paid on Monday mornings with Vortic United. Real with Kimmy, maybe by 8 p.m. I mean, maybe. I mean, they've never paid me that late, is what I'm saying. So it's just it's kind of weird to me that they just had these cease and desist orders come out. They haven't responded. They haven't said anything, right? Which to me, that's crazy to me. Like if I had a company, right, and there was a legal cease and desist order that came out against my company, I mean, I would say something probably immediately. I'd be like, "Hey, guys, don't panic. We got the cease and desist order. Everything is going to, I don't know, man. I mean, if it could, that's questionable to me as if it got to that point that fast, right? Where all of a sudden they can't say anything. Now we know about funds, right? Funds, they actually got their accounts frozen, right? So the Fed, the federal took action against funds and actually froze froze those assets. But we haven't seen anything like that, at least not publicly, with Vortic United or CloudFi. So I wouldn't think that they were under a gag order. Uh, Darren, same response 48 hours after that. So Wednesday. They're saying Wednesday? All right. So here's a message from Vortic United that I got. And this was not, I think this was last week or the week before last. It's probably the week before last. I'm trying to find it here. Yeah, okay. This one was on July 31st, apparently. July 31st. Um, it says all withdrawals for ETH and USDT TRC20 for this week are completed. And then they said, due to a bug in the USDT ERC20 withdrawal system, they were not processed yet. For the few of you who requested through ERC20, you can simply cancel and request again by using USDT TRC20 or wait for the IT to get it resolved shortly. and that was July 31st. Okay. And I had a withdrawal that was supposed to come in ERC 20. So I canceled that and then put the withdrawal for TRC 20. But then I had to wait a week, right? So I actually had two withdrawals that hit that next Monday. And it was a large sum of money, right, in TRC 20. But it all hit, right? It all came in that Monday, around, I guess it was around noon that Monday, or like 11:30 a.m., something like that. And so I figured, okay, cool, they're fine. I just think there needs to be some communication here, right? I think there needs to be some communication. Yeah, I hear you, man. Cash Money says, as fast as I put it in, cash out needs to be the same. Yeah. I mean, look, if they're doing a 48 hours and they're going to no Binance stuff. This was out of California. Tomorrow presentation, Darren D. Yeah, well, yeah, I hope so. I hope they talk about it, right? I mean, that's a presentation that nobody should miss, right? So if it is going to be 48 hours, you know what I mean? I really don't have a problem with that. They've always said it was going to be 48 hours, right? It's just that they've never actually taken 48 hours before, right? So it's like you get used to the funds coming in at a certain time, right? And it's just like, now this is past the point. At this point, this is past the point where, I'm used to seeing the funds come in. And then also not just me, but all of you guys too. I haven't heard anything about CloudFi either. But there again, that was supposed to be a withdrawal that came in on Monday as well. So that withdrawal was supposed to be coming in today as well. Mine still says processing. Yeah, man. So what's going on out there, guys? How you guys doing? What's going on? Real with Kimmy. I see you there. Anybody has anybody got any info on CloudFi? Were any of you guys part of CloudFi? We just need to see what goes on here. All right, let me get to a couple of these comments that I had. All right, let's see what we got going on. All right, let's see what's going on here. Somebody said, "How safe is Vecubur Guild?" Can they run away with your money? Well, I mean, anybody can run away with your money. None of I'm not going to come on here and say that any of these things are quote unquote safe, right? Sayed says, "Is QP still working?" Yeah, QP's been fine. I took a couple withdrawals out earlier today. Doesn't seem to be a QP is a totally different animal though, and definitely Jan Gregory's definitely not connected to QP. So Cash Money said that's right. Vortic got people scared to put money in. I won't put in another dime. The boat is rocking. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. That's because they're not communicating, right? If they would just communicate, right? If they would just let us know what's going on, right? Give us a little bit of information, then it wouldn't do that. But see, that response that you're having, you're not the only person who's going to have that response. People are going to go, whoa, 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 I don't want to touch this thing. Well, see, here's the thing, Sayed. The CEO was Jan Gregory, and CloudFi fired Jan Gregory. They kicked him out about 2 weeks ago, right? As a matter of fact, I can get that announcement. I'll get that for you guys in a second. Uh, yeah, so they kicked him out, and now what has happened is there's been these cease and desist orders that have come out in California, right? The cease and desist orders were targeted Jan Gregory, CoinMarketBull, Vortic United, and CloudFi all received cease and desist orders over this weekend, right? Just Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all over the past few days, right? And I did a live emergency broadcast last night where we talked about it. I went through all of the documents, I went through all of the filings, right? I went through all of the updates on the various government websites to talk about what had happened. And, my posture was, well, okay, this is fine, but these companies, they need to talk about this, right? They need to communicate about, okay, here's what happened, here's what we're going to do to fix it, right? And here's what we're going to do moving forward, and come out with a plan, come out with some communication, right? So that people don't get spooked, so that people don't get scared, right? So that people don't get freaked out and decide to, kind of run away from the platform, right? Which is I mean, that's just human nature. Okay, Joshua Peoples. I'm in CloudFi, still haven't gotten paid. A guy on the Facebook page says they're working on it according to leadership. Okay. Did they give any type of a time frame? Darren Deek supposedly just signed up for 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Okay, good. So at least you'll be in the meeting if they even have it. Syed, I noticed they start giving a lot of update on Telegram. Seems like they do that right before the rug. Unexempt was getting prepared to join Vortic. What's new? Syed Sheesh. Yeah, I mean, unexempt. I would wait. Thank you, Joshua. I would wait until we figure out what happens. Let's see what they do. Okay, they just got some cease and desist orders. Let's see how they handle it. I mean, I would wait to see how they handle it before joining. You know what I mean? That's just to me. That's just kind of like a given, like, I mean, so they would need to get these payouts out. I was preparing to come on here and say, hey, I got my payout from Vortic United. I was preparing to come on here and say, hey, I got my payout from CloudFi, to try to put a little bit of faith into the space, right? But that has not happened, right? So now if they do get the payouts done within the 48 hours, like that's what they have always said that they're going to do. They've always said that they're going to get the payouts out within 48 hours. So, I mean, it hasn't been 48 hours yet, but still, it's just a weird coincidence that you have these cease and desist orders, you have these court things, right, and these government filings. Then you don't have any communication, right? Which I think you should get on there and say something right away when those things happen. So first the cease and desist orders, then the no communication, and then all of a sudden now you're running late. Is that a coincidence? Is that all just a big coincidence? Like all of a sudden now you've never been late you've never been late, you've never waited this long, right? People have always gotten their withdrawals before now, but right after these cease and desist orders come in, all of a sudden now people are waiting, right? It's just weird to me. Flacco also waiting as well for my payment. Okay. Yeah. So are you waiting with Vortic United or CloudFi or both? Because I am waiting. You're welcome, exempt. I mean, this right now, this isn't even really an update per se. This is just me kind of coming on here to hang out with you guys for a while, and just see if maybe we'll be on the live broadcast and people will start getting paid. Who knows? But anyway, wanted to come out here, wanted to talk about this, wanted to give us a space, right, where we can come together and talk about this stuff freely, right, and because to me it beats just sitting around staring at my phone, waiting for the thing to come in. Yeah, so the Tuesday 3 p.m. I'll go ahead and sign up for that too. Okay. So this apparently is going to be hosted by Mike and Mike. Okay. So we'll see what they have to say. I think that it would be good for Jensen Robles to come out and at least drop a video into Telegram or just anything, right? To just say, hey, we know this is going on. Here's the steps that we're going to take. Which I think that the steps that they should take, if they're going to continue, right, did not get paid. See, nobody's been paid yet. Nobody's been paid yet. Everybody who comes in here, nobody's gotten paid. Nobody's gotten paid from CloudFi. Nobody's gotten paid from Vortic United. And those are the two. Now, I ain't even going to talk about Coin Market Bull because I know nobody got paid off of Coin Market Bull. But those are the three companies that just got the California orders, right? So, and this was the first week after CloudFi said, okay, now we're only doing withdrawals on Sundays, right? So I put in my withdrawal on Sunday and now just waiting, right? So we're gonna have to see how this all plays out. But if they are going to get the payments out within 48 hours, like I said, I'm fine with that if that's what's going to happen. But once again, there's got to be some communication here, right? We got to know, okay, what are the next steps here? And like I said before, I think that they should all be operating off of a VPN at this point. Just black out the United States completely and don't let anybody from the United States even have access to the website, right? Make people get a VPN, right? Or make people have an address outside of the United States, right? Just totally get out of the jurisdiction, right? And that's what a lot of these platforms do. Their websites don't even work in the United States. Like Sportsbook Partners, you can't even log on to that in the United States. VecuBear, apparently you can't even log on to that in the United States. And there's others too, right? Because they don't want to deal with this red tape. They don't want to deal with this regulatory stuff. And the regulators come out and they don't know anything about the platform, but they come out and they declare that it's a fraud. They declare it's a fraud. They declare it's a scam. They declare it's a Ponzi scheme, and they don't know. They've done like no research. Like based on complaints that they're getting from people, they say, "Oh, Ponzi scheme, fraud." Right? It's like if it has crypto in it, it must be a fraud. Right? If it has crypto in it, it must be a Ponzi scheme. Right? If it has crypto in it, it must be a scam. I see people who come out and they say that They say that crypto itself is a Ponzi scheme. They say that Bitcoin is the biggest Ponzi scheme in the history of the world. So you know that there are anti-crypto people out there, right? But right now is the time for the platforms to come out, let us know what's going on, let us know what they're going to do, let us know the steps they're going to take moving forward. And man, don't let's not start slow paying it, right? Slow pay eventually turns to no pay, right? And I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see it happen with CloudFi. I don't want to see it happen with Vortic United. I mean, I have positions in both of them, but Vortic United, that's been my top progress. It's been my top crypto trading program. I definitely don't want to see that go away, right? So I want them to rise to the occasion. I want them to step up to the plate, right? And I want them to let us know, okay, what's going on. Let us know the steps that they're going to take moving forward. Just give the information out. And once the information is out, I'll be happy to pass the information along. Right. Once my payment hits, I'll be happy to come on here and say, hey, my payment hit. Okay, it's all good. Okay. I want to say that. I'd like to say that about both of them. Right. But CloudFi said that the payments were going to be coming in on Monday, and they're not here yet. Right? Vortic United has a history of always paying on time, week after week after week, Monday after Monday after Monday. It's never gone this late. Yeah, it still just says waiting. And then looking at CloudFi right now, it still just says processing. Let's see if there's any other information coming out. Okay, let me check something. All right, I am not seeing any new information here. Blue skies in the building. Ronald Colson says transparency. Exactly. Cash Money says if VT collapse, I can't take too many to the chin. Well, hey, listen, if Vortic rug pulls, that's not going to be easy on anybody. Because that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big one. Yeah, DeFi ROI King. I was saying that slow pay turns to no pay. Exactly. But hopefully this isn't the beginning of a trend. Uh, but it's weird because when they did have an issue, it was a couple of weeks ago. They had an issue and they notified us that day, right? They notified us at like lunchtime that day because they had a bug in the system, right? So you would think that if the payments aren't going out, they would notify us, right? And let us know, hey, this is what's going on. But nothing. A couple of people reached out for support, right? And the support people said that let me find it. They said, please be informed that all pending withdrawals, which got requested before Sunday night, 23:59 UTC time, will be executed at Monday and credited within 48 hours after that, right? So that tells me that they're saying it's going to be tomorrow or Wednesday, right? And that's never happened before. And that comes on the heels of the cease and desist order that came out in California a couple of days ago. And there's been no mention of that by anybody at the company. There's been no mention, right? So that can't happen, right? That's going to scare people away, right? That's going to make that's going to, I mean, talk about, you know, that's not how you bring new people in, right? That's going to cost, because I wouldn't bring somebody in right now. Somebody asked me, "Hey, should I be sharing this right now?" I wouldn't share it right now at the moment. I would wait. I would wait, right, until the until this gets cleared up, right? Like, let's say that the money comes in tomorrow, and on the webinar tomorrow, they say, "Hey, yes, we know about the cease and desist order. Here's what we're doing." Boom, 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 boom. The money comes in. They show that they're on top of it. They show some leadership, right? They show some, you know, basic leadership, right? They show some confidence. They give confidence to their people, and they say, "Hey, we got this." And by the way, and the withdrawals start coming in, right? Things smooth out. Now, that can happen. And if that happens, then by all means, go ahead and start sharing it again, right? But I'm not going to say, hey, I wouldn't tell somebody, "Hey, go throw $10,000 into Vortic United right now." No, I would need to see what happens. I will need to make sure that the withdrawals are coming in, that they're not slow paying it, like DeFi ROI King was saying. We're not turning into no pay, right? We're not starting the slow pay game, turning into the no pay game, right? And we're not having cease and desist orders come out and then not saying anything. You can't do that. Blue Sky, looks like my new name is officially Pivot. I got to pray and pivot. The evil forces in this world will not allow anyone to become comfortable. Man, I know that feeling that you're having right now, because that's the same way, that is the feeling, right? It's like, this Vortic United was for me was very comfortable, right? Because it was just cranking like clockwork, right? And so, of course, I was upset to see that they had gotten a cease and desist order, right? I just said, "Oh no, not Vortic. Okay, anybody but Vortic United," right? Flacco, you're part of both, okay? Me too. Right? I've got large sums of money in both, right? Of course, more so with Vortic United. I've got 9 packages with Vortic United, right? But I do have a nice sum of money in CloudFi that I am waiting on. And usually what I'll do is I'll collect those monies on Monday, and then, begin the process of, sending it over, transferring it, yada yada yada, getting it to go from the crypto platform to my wallet to Coinbase to the bank, right? And of course, I'm not doing that process right now because the withdrawals haven't come in, right? And here I am doing a live video, live broadcast, and saying, "Hey, has anybody else gotten there? Has anybody else gotten their withdrawals?" No, and no. I mean, come on, man. No Telegram chat, no nothing. I mean, how can you say that that's a good sign? How can that be? I mean, I know that somebody would say, "Vaughn, you're being impatient here. You're being super impatient." I don't know if this is impatience. It seems like this is another situation that's happening right after the other thing, which was the cease and desist orders. And it's like happening like a snowball thing. This one is happening after the other. That's what it seems like to me. Rocco Savino, my buddy knows the CEO and he told him announcement will be coming tonight. I hope so. Now, are you talking about the CEO of CloudFi Or are you talking about the CEO of Vortic United? Because they both got cease and desist orders. Okay. They both got cease and desist orders. So, Vortic, beautiful. So, yeah, that's what they need to do, right? That is absolutely what they need to do, right? That's going to, if they do that, if they follow through and bring an announcement tonight and set the people at ease and say, hey, we got this. Don't worry about it. We got everything is under control, right? We know that we got the cease and desist order. Here's how we're going to handle it. Here's what we're going to do moving forward, right? The withdrawals are going to come tomorrow or Wednesday. I mean, and they just lay it on the line like that. Then I mean, this is a moment in time where their company could go either direction, right? This is a pivotal moment, right? Where they need to come out and do the right thing right now, right? There's no more time to wait. They need to get on top of this now, right? Or else the thing's gonna go off the cliff and nobody will be able to stop it or save it at that point, right? Because it doesn't take people long to panic, right? It doesn't take people long to say, hey, I saw a cease and desist order. I don't want nothing more to do with this, right? It doesn't take people long at all. So, this is the time if they're going to salvage, and I know that some people are going to be irreconcilable, right? Even if they do all the right things, there's still going to be some people who go, nope, I'm getting out as soon as I can. I ain't putting a dime more money into it. I'm not talking, I'm not doing nothing, right? There's going to be some people that do that, right? But there's going to be a lot more people that do that if they don't say anything, right? They got to say something. Blue Sky says we all must have plans A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Well, yeah, I mean, and to your point, right? To your point, I mean, let's say that the worst does happen, right? It's not like the end of the world, right? I'm involved in 15 different crypto platforms, right? So they're not all going to run pull at the same time, right? But having the CloudFi and the Vortic, if those two rug pulled at the same time, that would be the biggest hit that I've seen probably since Novatech to this space. And Novatech was a big hit, right? People had fortunes in Novatech, right? I mean, talk about taking it on the chin. That was a hit, right? So if CloudFi and Vortic both were to rug pull at the same time, that would be a big hit. But having said that, to your point, Blue Sky, I still have my C, D, E, F, and G plans, right? Because I'm in 13 other, right? I'm in 13. I have a position in 13 other passive income platforms. So it's not like the income's going to stop coming in, but that income from Vortic United is a very nice that I've built up and I've worked on for over a long period of time, getting up to having those 9 packages, right? Getting up to have that large daily profit, right? Large weekly profits, payouts, withdrawals. So, of course, I don't want to see it go away, right? I don't think anybody who is seriously involved in Vortic United wants to see it go away, right? So that is great news, Rocco, and I hope that they follow through and do that. And the sooner, the better. Okay, really, the sooner, the better. So let me check a couple things again here. Nice try, Syed. I'll put it this way: it's enough to hurt, right? It's enough to hurt, but it's nothing that I can't afford to lose, right? Because I never put anything into a platform that I cannot afford to lose, right? But having said that, I can afford to lose more than, the average person, right? So I can afford to put large sums of money into platforms because, I can afford to lose that, right? But that doesn't mean that I want to, right? And, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be, just singing, singing and dancing in the streets, right? I mean, it's not going to feel good, right? If that were to happen. So let me take a look here. Yeah, nothing. Still no word. Although the website did just update, right? Let me go over and see if they updated anything on the transaction side. Nope, it just says waiting. But I did get an update, so the daily reward balance came in. So of course my balance has gone up. Okay, CloudFi is the same thing. Let me go into some of these messages that I wanted to share with you guys. Let me find it here. Okay, so here's the latest information from the CloudFi Informer. Exciting announcement from CloudFi. Dear CloudFi community. Now, by the time they released this announcement, I wonder if they knew about the cease and desist order by the time they released this. It's hard to say because it literally came out like a day before they released this. So I mean, I would think they would know about it, but hard to state that for sure. Exciting announcement from CloudFi. Dear CloudFi community, we are dedicated to your financial growth and security at CloudFi. Every decision we make is driven by thorough deliberation and a commitment to enhancing your experience. Introducing the refined withdrawal process, a win win scenario for you and CloudFi. Starting this week, we are rolling out an improved withdrawal procedure that benefits both you and CloudFi. It says 24-hour withdrawal window every Sunday. Get ready for a convenient change. Every Sunday, beginning at midnight server time, GMT, a 24-hour window will open for your withdrawal requests. This new schedule caters to our global user base, offering you a seamless experience. Swift post window processing. Once the 24-hour window closes, our team will swiftly process your withdrawal requests. This streamlined approach brings multiple benefits. Okay, so they're saying once the 24-hour window closes, then at that point, the team will swiftly process the withdrawal requests. Okay. Reduced fees, processing withdrawals in batches significantly reduces associated fees, saving you more of your hard earned funds. At the same time, it enhances stability for our company, allowing us to continue providing exceptional service. Optimized trading strategy. Our consolidated processing approach ensures that our trades run their full profitable course without premature exits, further enhancing your gains. Weekend bonuses, our token of appreciation. We're thrilled to add an exciting touch to your weekends at CloudFi. Oh, believe me, I'm excited. Yeah, hey, CloudFi, you've added an exciting touch. Okay, you really have. We're thrilled to add an exciting touch to your weekends at CloudFi. Every Saturday and Sunday, you'll have the chance to boost your gains. 5% bonus for weekend redeposits, So for those redepositing earnings over the weekend, a 5% bonus awaits you. This bonus isn't a one-time offer, it's a standing symbol of our deep appreciation for your trust and partnership. It's our way of saying thank you for your continued support. Guys, it's also their way of saying, please don't withdraw. Reinvest it. We'll give you an extra 5%. Embarking on an exciting journey together as we implement these enhancements. Remember, this is just the beginning. The road ahead. Stay excited. We're gearing up to introduce innovative features and functionalities to enrich your experience with CloudFi. With your trust, we're determined to lead the industry and provide you with the best. Gratitude for your support. We extend our heartfelt thanks for your unwavering faith in CloudFi. The future The future looks promising, and together we'll shine brighter than ever before. Warm regards, Jacob Johannesson, founder of CloudFi. And that is the last message. And that was delivered on August 11th. That was one day after that cease and desist order hit. Hello, Angie. Blue sky, peace, prosperity, and unlimited freedom to everyone here. Thank you, my friend. Cash money, I just had my dad put 10,000 last week. If he lose that, he going to scream and our money is trapped. Manny Bloom says everything is fine. M says had not had gone through. 10K in Vortic United is a good amount of passive income. I mean, that's $600 a week, right? Manny Bloom, please, please, Manny, tell us that everything is fine and give us a little bit more. Why is everything fine? Right? I mean, are we just tripping here? Right? I mean, it's the thing is nobody's been paid yet. Right? I haven't been paid. None of these people here have been paid. Now I haven't seen not one person has been paid by Vortic United, and it's almost the end of the day on Monday. I hope everything is fine. But I mean, are you aware of the cease and desist orders? The three cease and desist orders that just came out within the last couple of days? That's not fine. Right? Dude, three cease and desist orders in a matter of days is not fine. Shirley says, how did Vortic get a cease and desist order if they're based in Turkey? Well, let's look at that. Give me 1 second. Okay, Manny, my upline spoke to Jensen Robles. He said it's an IT issue. Everything is good. Okay, man, but why isn't that being shared in the Telegram group? Right? Why? I mean, when there was an IT issue, it was, I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, there was a bug, and that was shared that Monday in the Telegram group, right? So, somebody else said that we're supposed to hear an announcement from them tonight, right? So I'm hoping that we do. Right? I just don't understand why they're not sharing an announcement. And also, by the way, they need to talk about the cease and desist order as well. And they need to talk about what they're going to do about that, how they're going to handle that, and what their posture is on that, and, you know, how they're going to be moving forward confidently. Kenny Cruz, how you expect them to pay when they going through this court stuff? Come on, bro. But they're not in court. They're not in court. They were issued a cease and desist order. That's not the same thing. Let me pull this order up, Shirley, so I can show you what I'm talking about. But you're absolutely right. I mean, they really don't have the authority to do it. But the thing that bothers me Here's the thing that bothers me about this is that they don't have the authority to do it, yet they're doing it anyway. They're issuing a cease and desist order for a company that doesn't operate in the United States. They don't have authority to do it, but they're doing it. So, I mean, it's just that this it's an unprecedented thing, right? Let me find this thing. Bear with me for one moment. Okay. Oh, and by the way, Shirley, here you go. In case you missed the other stream. So this says at all relevant times, Vortic United Ltd, Vortic Holding Ltd, and Vortic Consulting Ltd, collectively Vortic United, are and were United Kingdom companies with a purported principal place of business at 8690 Paul Street, London, England, EC2A4NE, as well as in Istanbul, Turkey. Vortic United operated the website www.vorticunited.com, as well as social media accounts on Facebook, Telegram, and YouTube, right? So let's see what else they say. Now they're saying that beginning as least as early as 2023, Vortic United offered and sold securities in the form of investment contracts in California through general solicitations on its website. Vortic United referred to these investment contracts as portfolios. Okay, so what they're saying is, hang on. So what they're saying is that this is a security and that this was being sold in California. And since this security is being sold in California, we're telling you to cease and desist from selling this security in California. So that's what they're saying. They're not like they don't have authority to like drag Vortic United. Well, they might, they might be able to, but if Vortic United shows up or not, who's to say? But they haven't done like a thing where they're charging them and oh Lord. Here we go. Oh Lord. Em, I think you've been reading you yeah, Em, you've been reading too many conspiracy theories. Okay, he's not he's a Russian spy, right? He's a Russian spy. No, no, no. That's come on now. Let's not get crazy. Okay, so here's the thing about that. Yes, I agree. People will panic, right? If this is not addressed right now, right? I like that, Darren. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. Blue sky. Let's stay positive. Just think about how things happen in your life when all hell breaks loose. Now try to imagine that on a much larger scale. True. True. I just think that they should send out a communication. Right. That's what I'm saying. They should send out a communication and they should let us know what's going on. Okay. Now we do have just from doing this live broadcast, there's been a couple of people in here who have said that they have connections with Jensen and that uh, yeah, he's a Russian spy. Literally, there's people who say that. There's people who say he's not really Jensen Robles, he's actually a Russian spy. Seriously, there's people who believe that. I didn't just make that up. I mean, they really say that about the guy. Women Who Care Ministries, how new is this news? Well, the cease and desist orders just came out 2, 3, 4 days ago. So I'd say that's pretty new. And then also, what we're talking about here is, hey, we're waiting for our payment to come in from CloudFi, and we're waiting for our payment to come in from Vortic United. Usually, those payments come in before now. CloudFi used to have like instantaneous payments, but either way, usually those payments used to come in before now, and definitely with Vortic United, the payments would come in, you know, well before this time. So yeah, guys, definitely waiting to hear something. I posted the cease and refrain order. Darren says at least it will be a rug instead with Vortic United instead of a bank run like the preacher wants you to believe. Well, see, and that's the thing. Vortic United has a lever against a bank run, so they really can't be a bank run when the funds are locked up for a certain amount of time. Like if everybody's investment is locked up for different amounts of time, if everybody's principal right is locked up for different amounts of time, then that means that there can't be a run on the bank because literally everybody can't withdraw everything at the same time. So they couldn't run on the bank with Vortic United even if they wanted to, which is what would happen is if it truly was a rug, then I mean it would be a thing where they just quit paying out, right? And then eventually the website just goes down, right? I mean that's like a true rug happens rather quickly. Like you guys remember when C12 rug pulled, that happened in a matter of 2 or 3 days. Um, there was another one, Capital X. That thing rug pulled overnight. It was here and then it was gone. So, I mean, that does happen in this space, right? Rug pulls do happen in this space. But definitely coming out of left field for this one. But we're not saying that it's a rug pull. We're saying that, hey, we want to know what's going on. I particularly wanted to know if anybody else was getting paid, if anybody had heard anything. Apparently, some people have heard that this is a quote unquote technical issue, right? Like an IT problem, and that they're going to have an announcement coming tonight about it. And then also, we know there's a meeting at 3 p.m. tomorrow with Mike and Mike. And Mike and Mike are the top marketers for Vortic United. So we want to hear what they have to say. But they do need to address this stuff. And they need to address the cease and refrain order. So here's the thing. Another thing, Shirley, is if they couldn't connect their computer to Vortic United in the state of California, California probably would not have been able to issue this order, right? But who knows? Maybe they still would have done it anyway. I mean, they're doing stuff that's really there's no grid for this, right? There's no like we're in this crypto. Yeah, ask hard questions tomorrow. Yeah, absolutely. Unless they say we're not going to take any questions today. Ooh. See, that's an answer in itself. If they say they're not going to take questions, they're telling you something by saying that, right? So yeah, I mean, hopefully, uh, everybody will get some questions together, some good, relevant questions to ask, so that these things can be addressed. Um, but yeah, Don't know what you mean there, It's a rug, the 32 weeks payout explode. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might know what you're talking about. Let me check something. Oh, yeah, that's just what we need. Okay, so let's see. That's December 32 divided by 4. That's 8 months. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Okay, I know what you're saying, Em. So what you're saying is that the first 32 weeks is up and so many people pulled out their initial deposit that you're saying it's a rug. But I don't think that I mean, I think that they've got more liquidity than that, right? Because there's a lot of people who have bought packages and portfolios, uh, since that time, right? And so, I mean, I don't really think that that stands up to math. So which one is it, Mr. Robles or Mr. Schwartz? Oh, you guys got me laughing tonight. You guys got me laughing. Hit the like button because nobody else is bringing you the same kind of sauce that I'm giving you here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. Nobody is so committed that they should be committed, right? Nobody is as committed, right? A little bit of venting tonight, guys. Really, a little bit of venting. When Oprah Winfrey almost got taken down, I realized that anyone can get threatened and harassed. Remember when she was up against the entire great state of Texas? Oh yeah. Well, that's good that you had that realization, right? That's good that you had that because really they can set the machine off against anybody. I mean, you know, and I'm not really political, to be honest with you. I mean, I honestly, I think that the system's broken in a lot of ways, right? But I don't think that one party is going to save it or not. I do know that the uh, the past, POTUS, right? The past president, right? The past president is looking at spending the rest of his life in jail if he gets all these if he gets found guilty on even a few of these charges, which is like I mean, did he really do something so much different than anybody else has done? I don't know, right? I don't know. I mean, I mean, I could see yes, and I could see no, and I can see well, it's just crazy. But the point is, if they set their sights on somebody, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, they can come and I mean, what are you going to do against what are you going to do against the government of the biggest, most powerful, country in the world? What are you going to do? What's one person going to do? All right, Blue Sky, thank you for the sauce. Thank you for that. Darren says, thank you for that. Shirley, what's your next move if Vortic United rugs? Yeah, Martha Stewart, that's right. Okay, so and then 29K from rug pull entrepreneur. 29K from rug pull entrepreneur. I don't get it. What's my next move? Good question. If Vortic United rugs, I'm just gonna keep on doing what I do. I mean, I basically I like I was saying earlier, I've got Aaron, you got the sauce tonight, man. You got all the cases. After 48 hours, that's it. Well, yeah, I mean, that's it, right? I mean, 48 hours, that's the window of time that we're looking at. I mean, this is the first day, and they do technically have 48 hours, but still, it's just that this hasn't happened before. They haven't been so late before on the payment, right? That's all I'm saying. Well, see, here's the thing, Shirley. I'm involved in 15 passive income platforms. I have large stakes in 15 different passive income platforms. So it's not gonna like I don't really have to make a move per se, right? But I probably will look at a couple of other platforms to possibly get involved with if it is a rug pull. I can't believe that this would be a rug pull. It's like maybe I don't want to believe it, right? Maybe it's better to say I guess I can't. Anything can happen, right? But maybe I don't want to believe that this is it, right? That this is just like that, right? And it's really too early to say that. I mean, we would have, we would. It's way too early to say that, right? But at the same time, we see these signs, and we're coming on here and we're saying, hey, let's rein this in, let's have some communication. They need to communicate. They need to let us know what's going on. They need to cast some vision. They need to show some leadership. They need to communicate now, right? They need to say something now, right now, right? And the withdrawals, I mean, the withdrawals have got to come in like tomorrow or Wednesday. I mean, I don't even want to say Wednesday. I mean, they got to come in. Yeah, I can't say that it is, Darren. I mean, I can't. I mean, we're not even close to that, right? But this is more of a just kind of letting off some steam after all this stuff is going on, and then on top of all of that, now the withdrawal isn't coming in at the same time it usually does, right? Yeah, I mean, so that's what I mean. During the day, I do my trading, right? So I'll keep doing my trading during the day. I tend to my small businesses that I have outside of YouTube. I'm going to keep coming on here, giving you guys the sauce. Yeah, Martha Stewart did survive that. I mean, you can. I mean, the people are pretty cool about being forgiving. If if you take accountability, right? And you just, we get not everybody gets knocked down from time to time in life. Some people worse than others, right? Some people make worse mistakes than other people, right? But at the end of the day, the main thing is just to like somebody was saying in the chat to just be transparent about it. We are who we are, right? There's nothing to hide, right? Nothing to hide, right? Just this is it. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing. And usually people are pretty cool. For the most part, people are cool. But still, the fact remains. I mean, if the powers that be, right, if the powers that be want to target somebody and want to go after them, I mean, there's not really a whole heck of a lot that can be done, right, at that point. Let's see if we got anything coming in. Well, we got invisible AI. That's still that thing is a beast. I also updated my intro, guys, so you're gonna see a new intro in a few days. I did that because I have to let everybody know who comes to my channel to understand to go to rumble.com, right? To go to rumble.com and find unlimited freedom 6500 in rumble.com, just in case YouTube decides to give me the boot. I'll be on Rumble. All right, let's see what else is going on in the world. All right, let me take a look here. Somebody said it's our government hurting the little people. It was working fine till they got involved. We have got to stop proven guilty till innocent. Yeah, proven innocent on these platforms. That is. I mean that, and that's the way they say it. It's like they write these things as if it's just a total fraud, a total Ponzi scheme. It's like they don't know, right? Like they're not there. But it's funny about legal documents because once a legal document is written, it becomes a legal quote unquote fact, even though it might not really be a fact, but it's a legal fact. It's just weird how it works. I'll never forget when my lawyer told me, he said, he was reading something about my case, and I said, well, that's not true. And he said, well, it doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's the facts of the case, right? It's the facts of the case. Doesn't matter if they're true. Right? Imagine hearing that, right? You're sitting behind that plate glass and your lawyer says that to you. Maybe you should move to Rumble completely. Well, I see. Here's the thing, man. I like YouTube. I think that YouTube is a great. It's been a great medium for us to get together, and it does a lot of good stuff. And I don't want to see YouTube start kicking people, crypto people off, but I can't tell you. I can't act like it won't happen, right? It's possible that it could happen. And if it does, that's why I'm having all my videos up on rumble.com. So I'm on both, right? I'm on YouTube and I'm on Rumble. Now, if you ever stop seeing me on YouTube, that's the sign for you to go over to Rumble because I guarantee you that's where I will be. Like if I disappear on YouTube, that means I got, kicked off for whatever reason, and then I'll be over there on Rumble. All right, guys, we've been going for about an hour and 22 minutes here. A little bit of a session to just blow off some steam and talk things out. Hopefully, we will hear something soon. Hopefully, we will hear something tonight. Keep getting at me in the comments. If you guys got anything to say, just throw them in the comments to this or in the comments to any of my other videos. And we're just gonna wait to hear, and we're gonna wait to receive these withdrawals, right? The withdrawal from CloudFi, the withdrawal from Vortic United, right? Hold on, I got some. I got some people getting squirrely here in the chat. YouTube is Big Brother. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Crypto Wolf. I love rug pulls. They make me the most money. Sometimes I don't understand you, Crypto Wolf. I mean, I know that what you're saying makes sense to you somehow, but I don't. I like. I'm not that fast on the uptake with what you're saying here. The Call of Duty man. Okay, a friend that I brought into Vortic contacted support on an issue, and they did get back with him in 5 minutes. Hopefully, there is no rug pull shenanigans. Yeah, and also a couple people on here have also contacted support, and what they're saying is, so the Vortic United support is saying that all of the withdrawals are going to be processed today and sent within the next 48 hours, right? That's what they have stated. Also, somebody said that there's going to be an announcement from Vortic United tonight. Also, tomorrow at 3 p.m., there's going to be a Zoom meeting, and some people are going to go in there and ask some tough questions, right? So we're hoping that we see all of that, and I'm hoping that we hear this announcement from Vortic United really soon, right? Right back at you, Blue Sky. You are always an encouragement. Always happy to have you here. I'm happy to have all my people here, and that includes Crypto Wolf, that includes UM, that includes Binance Guy. Even though Binance Guy did you threaten to like call the cops on me or something one time? Anyway, you guys are all welcome here, right? Everybody's welcome as long as we're respectful. We can, everybody can have their differing opinions. So I'm gonna keep a open ear, right? I'm gonna keep my eyes open, keep my ears open, guys. If you hear anything, drop me a comment. Let me know what's going on, and we'll talk to you guys soon. here at the Unlimited Freedom Network. See you guys later. Have a good night.